What's up, trackies?
This is
It's
new.
National Senior Trials time. We're live, we're excited, we're on the track in our ears anyway. On the field now, they're doing the javelin. So it's a bit boring, but we're dying to get into
Oh
the
my gosh,
track.
give the field event some props. What you mean a bit boring? They just had the 800 meters men, right? So that just finished. But yeah,
We have an event lining up
see.
on track now. I need to check the schedule to see what it
Yeah, so
is.
what
Let
is
me see
up
what's
now
on
would be the
track.
men's 5,000 meters, 20 plus. So that is, yeah, the seniors.
Do we have anybody that's running the World Championships qualifying standard? I don't believe
No, we
so.
don't. Yeah, I think since Kemoy, and I don't remember if he used to do the five. I think it was a five, yeah. Not since Kemoy, we wouldn't have anybody on these longer distances. So yeah.
Gee, I remember Kemoy Campbell, another fine representation of the parish of Manchester,
Another fine one. I mean, guys,
formerly of
throughout the
Christiana
stream,
High.
again, welcome trackies. On the stream, we will be going hard for obviously persons from Manchester. So you'll be hearing that a lot.
So I'm going down the list, and just to get track is up to date, we had the senior men's 100 meters qualifiers at 4:30 p.m. I know this is a pre-qualification round, not necessarily not the first round.
Not the
So
first
that was
one, so
at
not the heat.
4:30.
Right.
Then what the junior trials they're running concurrently. So we
Right.
have
So why do we have a for persons who don't know why we have a pre-qualifying meet for our entry for the men is because some of them didn't meet the entry standard for the senior championships. So because they didn't meet the entry standard, they will have to do this pre-qualifying run to see if they'll qualify to make it into the first round. Pretty much I think you also see that at the Olympics.
yes, in the case of the Olympics, they want to give other countries around the world who may not have been exposed to competition or just did not have the
I just feature them
opportunity
on a
for one
hold
reason.
because they probably won't make it to the next round. So they
Right,
just get a feature.
right. So for those persons who, for one reason or the next, could not make the qualifying standard, usually because their countries are small, but the Olympics
Hey
tries to have.
Ryan! Oh my god, we got our first comment.
So as I say in the Olympics tries to have representation from all nations around the world. So that is why it's important to have that qualifying round at the
Yeah, but
Olympics.
you have to pause them because guess what? Ryan is, talking to us. So he's asking us where we've been. Oh my God, YouTube is giving us a fight. Ryan, there's a lot to learn. So we're new to this YouTube platform. And we have been on here, just like everybody else, feeling it out and providing content. But what happened is that we got struck with something called reuse content. And to this day, we don't even know what it is because we still have not come out of it. So essentially, it pretty much is a shadow ban in our channel. So you don't really see our videos. And because of that, we don't really put out as much. But what we're trying to do now is push our TXT track time 2.0 so that we can get it up to 1,000 subscribers so that at least we can, start making some money because it's hard work to hey Anthony, who is this? Oh, that's TXT track time again. I'm new to this. Right. So right. So as I was saying, so we're trying to, get remonetized any way we can. And if that means starting over, then we don't mind. I mean, we struggled to where we are now, 14.8K subscribers on this channel. And to have to start over, it's really tough. But we're still excited because we love track. We genuinely love track, and that's what we want to do. Uh Bringing it to you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link in the just in the chat so that you guys can go over TXT Track Time 2.0 to subscribe. I would love that and I would really appreciate that. Right now you're on the track is the men's 5,000 meters. That's what you're running right now. So we're definitely going to be keeping you updated on what's going on live on the track. So while I do that, Tom, you can just take over.
Right. So earlier we were saying that we haven't had anyone qualify since the days of Kemoy Campbell, formerly of Christiana. Hi, I stalk him on Instagram, so I know that he's now married,
He
started
is.
a
That's
family.
congrats, come on.
Yes, so he's married, he has his family, he lives here in the US, and we just haven't had that representation since then. So we have persons that are trying, we have five young men on the track now. I am hoping, I'm rooting for them. If one of them can, push the pace and make the World Championships qualifying standard, I would hope that we can, have representation there.
It will be tough though, to be honest. Let's not, put any unnecessary pressure on these young men because they're not running anywhere close to the qualifying standard. So for them, this is probably just exposure. Hopefully, somebody can see them, maybe a good training program, see them and invite them into the training program to, take it to the next level.
Oh, Anthony, Brianna, I am hopeful for Brianna. She came to Jamaica. Let me tell you, I said in our preview video last night that Brianna is battle strong. She is a competition performer. And even though we have a number of young ladies performing, running better times than Brianna, in fact, we have Kevona Davis, who posted a faster time than Brianna. We have Natalia White, and we also have Kemba Nelson. So that's three young persons who posted faster times than Brianna Williams this season. However, Brianna is battle strong from the days of World Junior Championships. She always gives her best during championships. In fact, at the 2019 trial, she finished fourth and
Yeah,
would
she
have
finished
made
fourth. She made
fourth and would have
she.
made the
Mhm.
Team Jamaica had it not been for that mix up with
No,
her
it was third. Sorry, third.
third, right? So should
Yeah,
have made
third.
team
Right, third.
right. So
She
should
made
have
the
made Team
team.
Jamaica had it not been for the mix up with her flu
Hmm.
medication. And then we saw her finishing fourth at the trials last year and making the team to the Olympics. So we can see
Hmm.
that Brianna Williams is consistent, and I'm rooting for Kevona Davis, Kemba Nelson, Natalia White, and all other Ramona Burchell, all other prospects for the 100 meters, but I'm not giving up on Brianna Williams. Anthony De Silva, to answer you, do not cry. I'm expecting her to put her best foot forward and qualify. I have her in my top four, providing that Shellen Fraser Price runs. If Shellen Fraser Price does not compete, then in the top three. We will see. But T, did they pull up the schedule
All right,
for
just want
the
to
first
tell,
round?
just want to tell the chat that I did post the link to TXC Chat Time 2.0, guys. It will take you a few seconds to head over there and just give us a sub over TXC Chat Time 2.0, please. We're trying to rebuild. We haven't given up on this channel. We're trying to see what we can do to get it up and running again. But if it doesn't work, then we know we have to do something, right? Because again, as I said, we love this and we want to keep bringing, as Tam says, her tagline, quality content. So please head on over and subscribe. We're begging you. What did you ask, Tam?
Yes, Anthony. Otto's credibility is riding on Brianna's success, but we're being a bit hard. He has been taking Brianna to success after success. That Olympic gold medal, the crowning moment of her career thus far, a well-deserved Olympic gold medal. She wasn't making up space on that 4 by 100-meter team. She ran a blister in first leg and
I'm telling
earned
you.
every bit of that gold medal. So
Mhm.
I am not going to crush Atto at this moment. I think that so far he has delivered. We have been watching Brianna since she was around 14. Could have been like 12, 13, 14, thereabouts. We've been watching her, and he has not gone wrong with her once. So I'm still here for
And we also have
Brianna
to give
Williams
athletes
and
time
Atto.
to make the correct transition or the transition in a good time. We can't just expect them once they go pro to immediately be snap, 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 and they're immediately hitting crazy times. That's not how it happens. And please be mindful, it's not until recently where we're seeing really, really fast times, and mainly because of the Jamaican athletes. But you do find that if you check back in the day, um, 10 nines were winning the world championships. So you have to understand that she is performing at an absolutely amazing level. And, it's just going to take a little time for her to get there. But as Tam said, we do believe in her and we do expect to see her doing awesome things. So let's see what's happening over on still the 5,000 meters going on, and we do have some field events going on as well. We're just
We have
waiting
two
for
breakaway performers. We're at 8 minutes and 59 seconds in the
Mhm.
5,000 meters. I'm just checking the World Championships qualifying standard for the 5,000 to see if
Mhm.
there's any hope there.
Interestingly, I said in the video, I see Anthony asking here about Brianna going to LSU. Yes, we got the news. Fantastic. For me personally, this is how I rate American colleges versus Jamaican colleges. They focus on getting you faster or stronger, not necessarily focusing on the technique. Because even if you look at, say, a Sha'Carri Richardson from 2019 to a Sha'Carri Richardson now, you can see that her technique has drastically changed. And she also used to go to LSU. So that's what you get when you go to these US colleges. You get all these great conditions to perform in, yes, but they don't really focus on the technique. The great thing about Liston that she has over, I would say, a Kevona Davis, right, is that she doesn't have an issue with her start. So those kind of technical issues that Kevona has to be working through, Brianna doesn't. So hopefully she can, get there and go crazy. And I see that happening. I'm so happy for her. Who is this person in our chat? Oh my God, how do we get rid of these
I'm
things?
blocking. I'm
You're
blocking.
blocking? Okay, great. We need some mods happening in the chat that can help us get rid of whatever is happening here. But yeah, so we're so happy for Brianna Liston taking the step to go to college, LSU, and it's one of the best programs out there for sprinters. If you check, most of the best American athletes right now that are sprinters went to LSU. So it's a good program, and we're just hoping for the best. That's all we can do. You can't see the future. You don't know what's going to happen if she stayed here, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, oh, it's a bad choice, she should have stayed here. You never know. You never know. You stay here, you do bad. You go over there, you do good, and vice versa. So we just time will tell.
And Raj, I see you mention rounds, rounds, rounds. But I believe that Brianna Williams, well, if we're speaking about the national trials tonight, I believe of all the youngsters, she's probably the most equipped to manage the rounds. She has been racing against seniors for quite some time. So I believe that she's equipped. Now, when she gets to the World Championships, providing that she finishes at least fourth or fills up that fourth spot, then she will just have to take each round at a time. Listen to
Yeah.
round by round, listen to her coach and recover and go again. Yanni, I see you're also in the chat. Thanks for joining. On the track, we have the 5,000 meters. I did pull up the World Championships qualifying standard for the men, and it is 13 minutes, 13.50 seconds. They're already gone 12 minutes into the race. It does not look like they will be running the World Championships qualifying standard, but still, kudos to our
Inside
mentor.
JA, I see you there. Thank you so much for the support. We YouTubers, our content creators, we have to band together. I mean, track and field is not popular, guys, on YouTube, and it's now that a lot of us are coming in and letting the wider public be aware of what's going on. We really see people taking on to track more. So seeing Inside JA here giving us a shout out, really happy. Thanks for joining, and thanks for giving us that support. And yeah, we're gonna keep grinding. So, Matt, you're going to have to go to One Spot Media. They have a stream available for purchase. It's pay-per-view. So you're going to have to pay for that stream. If you're in Jamaica, obviously it's free, but outside of Jamaica, you have to pay for that stream,
The
whether
cost
it's
on one
daily.
The cost on One Spot Media is $8.99 for the season pass. I have it. It's up here on my phone. I'm watching it. I'm not in Jamaica just now. The The daily rate is $4.99, so that's $4.99 by four. So of course I got myself a season pass.
Yes,
Uh,
it's safe, Matt. They've been doing it for years, and they haven't had any complaints as it relates to, I guess, people hacking their site. But yeah, you can definitely go to One Spot Media. Let's see if I can write that into the chat for you.
yes. Yes, Matt, I agree that it's safe. I have been paying for this live stream for years. This is how I get my coverage year after year for all the championships in Jamaica, the boys and girls athletic championships, all
Yeah,
the
that's
national
another big
trials
one.
over the past few years. I've paid for on One Spot Media and got my coverage there. And again, today it's $8.99 for the season pass. You get all 4 days for that price.
Yeah, and here we have another person joining Matt saying that they're watching from the UK. So that's a more affirmation for you to know that it is secure to join and take part and see how Jamaicans are doing on the track. So Matt, where are you from? Not where are you from, sorry. As it relates to the country of like original birth, are you like a Jamaican living in the UK, or are you just straight UK person? That's like a British person.
Okay, and Garfield, you mentioned that when you check the history, there are not many Jamaicans that train overseas that do well. I disagree. I would say in the past, since the advent of Asafa Powell, maybe that is when MVP really stepped onto the map as far as training in Jamaica goes and producing quality athletes. Sharon Simpson in that era would have
Shelly
had
as well was also
Shelly
in
and
that
Fraser
era.
Price are 2 years behind that era of Jamaican talent. Johan Blake, another few years after that. Of course, Usain Bolt. But prior to that, you had a number of athletes training overseas and doing well. You had Veronica Campbell Brown, Karen Stewart, several athletes on the male side, on the female side that were doing well overseas. Some of our ladies on the 400 meters side of things, a few of them had trained Noveline William Mills. A few of them I know that uh, a few of them are trained overseas.
Karen has trained overseas as well. Veronica, I don't know if you said
Right,
Veronica
I
because I
did
was reading
mention
the
her
chat.
name.
Right. So
Right.
there are a few of our top athletes that have trained overseas and have been successful. Karen went to Auburn, I think. So yeah, there are quite a few that have been successful. And if you look even recently, we have been seeing the hurdles. Let's not forget, we have been seeing quite a few great Jamaicans coming out of the NCAA system doing the 100-meter hurdles, right? So don't knock the system. I mean, you can strive as long as you have something interesting. I heard Navaski say, I think I was watching him on an interview earlier today. He said, you know, once you have that drive and determination, you will more than likely succeed. So it doesn't matter where you are. Sometimes he's not at one of the tier one schools as it relates to track and field, but he's being successful. So it's all about just going out there and focusing on what you want to do and putting in all the work to get it done.
Okay, T, just to update you, the 5,000 meters and our viewers, the 5,000 meters has concluded.
Yeah.
We do have a winner. It was outside the World Championships qualifying standard. I am waiting to see the time. I mean, if these young men get at least a personal best, at least they know that they're working towards something. It's hard out there in this track world. Some of them have most of these athletes have no sponsorships. They have full-time jobs. So they're doing a lot while still trying to compete and be competitive. And it takes a lot when you're not training full time to really without some type of sponsorship. It's hard to train part time and run quality times. Oh, thanks for filling in some names. Yes, all of the old school persons, Dion
Definitely.
Hemmings, Juliet Cuthbert, Michelle Freeman. Yes, come through with the names. Yeah, all of these persons are trained overseas. So Garfield, we did have a whole school of athletes who trained overseas. I remember when I was attending Manchester High in the 90s, all the athletes were migrating, and as you know, Manchester High School is the home of Olympians. We have had the most Olympians of all high schools in Jamaica. I will not
Shameless plug.
I will not. An Olympic medalist. In fact, I cannot go over the extensive list again and again. But yeah, so athletes did. There were athletes. There are athletes from Jamaica, several. It's about even now, Jamaica, training in Jamaica has definitely caught up. And I do believe that Jamaica is the premier place to train. However, athletes have trained overseas.
Other
And
option.
earlier T was talking about Navaski Anderson, and that is a perfect example. Navaski Anderson just for the 800 meters training overseas, attending the University of Alabama, Mississippi, I
Mississippi.
believe, the University
Mississippi.
of Mississippi.
Hmm.
He ran the World Championships qualifying standard, and not only that, he is the new national record holder for the 800 meters in the NCAA finals, finishing second. Had he been training in Jamaica, I do not believe he would have had the competition to
To
push
push
him
him
to that
there. Yeah.
national record and just making the World Championships qualifying standard. So we will be seeing him at the World Championships.
And you know, or you know what? Something I'm hoping. I'm hoping that, and you know, it may be a big stretch, but you know, we can dream a little. I'm hoping that he comes to the championship. Yes, he's already made the qualifying standard time, but he's able to, you know, put out one of those strong performances and hopefully pull a few of the other guys to personal best, and hopefully we'll see a few of them maybe dipping into that 145 club as well, maybe getting into that qualifying standard time as well. That would be awesome. It would be like a dream hearing that Jamaica has three people entering the 800 meters at the World Championships.
Yes, Garfield, we agree. We have our grouses with some of the coaches from time to time, just on the management side of things, not the training side of things. But we agree, Jamaica has the better coaches. So we have the long jump going on now, guys, on the national trials. Is there anybody that we're looking for, T, on the long jump side of things? Let me see who could
For
possibly.
the
Is this? These
female,
are the
I'm not
juniors.
I'm not sure. Remember the these are the juniors.
Let me see if these are the juniors.
No,
These are the seniors.
let me double check. I think it should be the senior women.
Okay.
As well as the qualifying standard, it's one of those qualifying standards that are also way out there. So I mean, I think we got a one in maybe last time based on, I think, the B standard. But let's see what Tisana Hicklin can do this time around, and let's see if she can make it. She is training with. I'm not sure if our viewers know, but she is training with Ricketts Performance. That's where Shanika Ricketts trains. That's our triple jump diamond over there training with her husband. So she's joined her, as in Tisana has joined her over there. So hopefully we see, you know, progression happening. So yeah, but as it relates to the long jump, a lot of these field events, it's, you know, you're just gonna have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and working hard to get to that qualifying standard, because the qualifying standard that they put out is literally like a medal place standard, like especially for the field events. If you're throwing it or jumping it, more than likely you can medal. Oh my gosh, so more of these
Right.
bot
So,
things are in here.
Journey with Blade relating to Shanice Porter. I do believe her personal best is 677 thereabouts. The the World Championships qualifying standard is six. It could be 682. I will double check and let you know what the World Championships qualifying standard for the long jump is. Yes, it is 6.82 meters for the long jump. Shanice has jumps over six this season, 6'3", 6'2s, but she does have a personal best of 6.77. So she's just outside where she needs to be to make the World Championships
Just
qualify.
an update on the stream happening at One Spot Media. So coming up in 5 minutes roughly will be the 100-meter prelims for the under 20 boys. So when that comes up, we'll not be talking as much on joining that, and just keeping you updated as it relates to how each round is going. Again, guys, please remember to head on over to TXT Chat Time 2.0. I put the link in the chat. Head on over and subscribe.
I'm operating on a different time zone, so I'm trying to catch up. Is it 6:56 now?
Yeah.
Okay. So of the prelims for the boys 100 meters. But before we get into it, T, we have to tell our viewers who our favorites are. So I don't remember which what groupings they're gonna be in, but I do know who I had making it out of each round. We had
Well,
Brian Lavelle,
for me, winning it overall, I think is Javon Newby. I hope
Javon
I'm pronouncing
Newby.
his name right.
Okay, or Javine Newby. So we
Yeah.
had Javine Newby from Kingston College making it out of his round in first place. We had Brian Lavelle from Edwin Allen making it out of his round in first place. Sanjay Daly, everybody from Sanjay Davidson, everybody from somewhere in St. Catherine. Is it St. Catherine High?
Yeah,
Some
St.
person,
Catherine,
St. Catherine
St.
High, they
Catherine High.
say I'm
Yeah.
always sleeping on him. I am not. Sanjay Davidson from St. Catherine High making it out of his round. DeAndre Daly, stand up my bay, making it out of his round. You said Javan Newby.
I guess
Let us see
Bouagie as well.
Boage and Krumah, Kingston College, representing strong. That's two persons from Kingston College. We
No, they
should
actually have more.
easily
They have
make it
more
out
there.
of
I
there.
think Adrian Kerr can make it as well. As I did say in our preview video, that we haven't seen him much over the 100 meters this season, but you never know. He's entering, so he
But
might be able to do something.
winning it overall, I don't know if I'm going with Javine yet because there are reasons
Oh
why.
my God,
I
why does
have
this person keep
seen
coming
I
back?
have seen Bouage and Krumah improve when necessary. He is one of those competition performers. Brian Lavelle is imperious. DeAndre Daly is in the shape of his life. I mean, I'm still on the fence. I will
Okay,
call.
somebody's telling me that I need to pin the link, so I'm gonna go and do that.
Okay, so I will call the winner after I see the prelims. I at least need to see the prelims to see what type of shape these guys are in. And the prelims for the 100-meter boys is starting in just under 2 minutes. Once I see that, I will know who. They're already on the track. So we're gonna see how this shakes out, and then I'll be able to make more predictions.
All right, so obviously this is a learning curve here.
It's a foul jump. Susanna Hickling just jumped. It was decent. Let me see how much over the board she stepped. She will need to make the necessary adjustments. Yeah, she is the Jamaican leader, as T said earlier. She was just this much over the board, less a millimeter, centimeter.
All right, so guys, still learning how to get everything set up to show you guys. But right now, I just put it up on the screen. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to pin it, which is weird because usually pin is just right there. And yeah, so I'm not seeing that. I don't know if Tom sees it. Tom, do you see it?
I'm putting in my other headphone earphones because I can't miss one word of one bit of the 100 meters. Competition is getting hot, and I can't miss anything.
Oh my God, and my stream just stopped. It's a good thing you said that because I didn't even notice.
We're still doing long jump. We're about to start. We're about to go to the track.
Yeah, here we are. They're on the track. Jackies, I would try to call the race, but every time I think about it, I remember back in the days at Carifta, and there's this one famous race with Johan Blake where they're going, Blake, Blake. They're-
Okay, so
so I'm
lane
not gonna
four,
try.
lane four, the seeded lane, we have Javine Newby from Kingston College. Let us see if he delivers. They're going to have to run 10-1 if they want to win. This
Okay,
is
so apparently when you
serious
click the star, which I
competition.
already did, it pins the comment. They're off. Newbie looking good. Awesome start. Oh my God, he's pulling up. What's going on? A cramp. Oh my God. The guy had to take it all. Trackies pulled
Okay,
up
so
with a cramp.
T, it's safe to say that your predictions have gone through the window. There goes
No,
Javine
I can't.
Newby.
No, but this is not even funny.
You know,
Like,
it's not funny at all
this
as
is.
far as predictions go, but I hope he's okay. And it's not the end of the world. He's a young man. He
No, I
will.
know, but oh my gosh. Let's see what happened. And then he started to grimace maybe 50 meters, 40 meters into the race. He was grimacing. Yeah, it looks like a cramp. It looks like a cramp. Oh, wow. And here we have Adrian Kerr coming through. Yeah, they're from front shot. You can see that he picked up some kind of something happening. And you can see his legs really
I,
twisting.
I'm sure he must be disappointed to
Definitely,
be
definitely, because
out.
he was one of the guys we were looking for to definitely go and do well. I had him running a PB actually in this championships because he's on that track.
Yeah, there seems to be a cramp in the right leg. I will have to wait to see what the what the outcome of that is. We'll have to wait to see what the outcome of that is.
No,
But
this is Yanni telling me that my face is it the face of utter shock and dismay? No, but I couldn't believe.
oh, Rick Dane 75. The live stream is not on our 2.0 channel. It's only here on the TXT Track Time channel. Tonight, we're using this as a platform to just inform everyone else that we will be posting more frequently on the 2.0 channel. In fact, when we're finished with this live stream, we may export it to the 2.0 channel as well. So
So no, and we will not be streaming the championships, the championships, whether it's a junior or senior championships. We will not be streaming it. You'll have to go to One Spot Media to stream it. Once you're in Jamaica, you can go to you can watch it on TVJ or TVJ SN, or you can use One Spot Media. If you're overseas, straight One Spot Media.
okay, he too is up on the track, and we have DeAndre Daly in the seeded lane four. He should be expected to win, but we just saw what happened in the first heat. Javane Newby was out.
That
I'm
was
wishing the best for
crazy.
DeAndre Daly. He has had a long history of not doing well when the moment counts, and he finally caught form and is just like staying on track and doing well.
You know what? I'm taking my. There's something called commentator's curse. It's a real thing. I'm not even gonna call anything. Once we're on this, I'm just gonna just see and appreciate what's happening.
I'm wondering, if they would still put newbie on the relay team if he recovers, because we want that
Therefore,
type of talent.
no, I don't think so. I get what you're saying, but remember, this is the World Juniors. They only take two. There are only two individual spots. And what I've seen over the years that the Jamaicans do, especially for the relay, they'll take the persons that say qualified for the 200 and run those persons. You rarely see where they take a full team. And I'm not sure if they're allowed the same amount from like the seniors.
Okay,
Uh,
DeAndre Daly is on the track, and the other athletes.
no, what's going on? Oh no. Chuck is stunned into silence right now. I can't understand what's going on. Was that DeAndre Daly? Is this the long season that's telling on our star athletes? Could it be that?
Track is, if you're just joining and if you're watching the national junior and senior trials, who are stunned into silence.
Jeven is
We
out
saw
and
Javane
now is
Newby, the boys' leader in the
wow.
100 meters with a time of 10.2, to the fastest junior this season, out in Heat 1. And then we had the second fastest junior this season, I believe 10.23. I will have to pull it up. DeAndre Daly, also out of Heat 2. The same scenario. They both pulled up. Yanimak, the stream is on the live stream is on One Spot Media. If you're outside of the country, they sell the stream for $8.99 for all 4 days. That's $8 and 99 cents. If you want to pay per day, then the cost is $4.99 per day. That is the only way to see. TVJ does own all broadcasting rights to these races. We cannot air them. Rika Dane, if we go down the slippery slope of airing the races on our other platform, we will not get monetized there either. So we will not be airing the races there either, sadly. Okay, yes. Yanni, I do not know what to say
At the
to
risk of
describe this.
sounding like Blake, we will try. At least I will try to see if I can describe what the races look like going forward. But I mean, that was a shocker. Wow.
Okay, there's a lane four course happening here. Javine
No,
Newby,
but
Christian
the
College,
lane
lane
four.
four, the
Stop
seeded
saying that.
lane.
No, stop saying that. You have to stop saying that right now because the lane four is the seeded lane. All our top athletes are in, excuse me, are in lane four.
I
So
can't
don't
even
say
look at
that.
the
Take
screen.
that out of the air right now.
Okay, out of the air it goes. I can't even look at the screen right now. I just need to hear the results. Like, I
All
can't
right.
look.
So this is heat three guys on the track. They're in the blocks.
This is Brian Lavelle's heat. Is it? Where is he?
They're on Lynch. They're showing David Lynch right now on the screen. I don't see. I hope
Brian Lavelle is a non-starter.
right, I don't know what's going on.
Brian Lavelle is not in his lane.
All right,
Lane 4 is
so David
empty.
Lynch takes from Colorado takes heat 3. I don't was that heat 4? I need to go back and look if that was heat 4. If
No,
that
that
was
was
lane
Heat
4. That
3.
was lane 4?
Yeah, Heat 3. No,
No, but was it lane 4 that was empty?
yes, lane 4 was empty. Brian Lavelle, he was not where he was supposed to be.
Okay. I don't know anymore now. Wow. Wow, this is like a huge hit for the Jamaican junior team.
Okay, so track is just to update you. Our three fastest juniors are now out and will not be in the semifinals. We had Javin Newby pulling up in Heat 1. Uh, DeAndre Daly pulling up in Heat 2.
With what appeared
And
to be some sort
then
of injury, like a cramp.
Brian Lavelle did not start Heat 3. And we're talking about our three fastest juniors. We're looking forward to seeing Nkrumah and, of course, Sanjay Davidson. But at this point, that's what would have been a fierce five-way battle has now
Don't
gone down to two
right,
athletes.
right. I agree here with Lincoln
So there we go.
Roden that
Brian Lavelle did
some in
not
the
start.
right. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, yes, Lincoln, something is not right. I don't understand what's happening. Track is, if you're just joining, we got Heat 3
We're
for
in
the
utter shock.
boys.
It's something is not right. What are these bot things that are coming up onto this thing? All right, next time we go live, I'm glad that we have so many people in here. We have 25 people. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We didn't know that we would have had so many coming into our first stream. So thank you so much. We're gonna see if we can get some person that would like to be a mod so that they can I guess deal with what's happening here with these
Oh,
bots.
interestingly, we have Nkrumah is in his Kingston College gear, but he's representing Dr. Speed. I wonder if Dr. Speed didn't have any gear to kit him out in. I have to make light of the situation at this point. I'm hoping that you know that I said that earlier before this competition kicked off, I said that I can't count Nkrumah out because he is a competition performer. Yes, Max Roy, we do not know what is happening. We do not know what is happening. This just looks weird.
Well, I was happy, and now I'm looking at my face on screen, and I'm looking all stressed out, and it's because I'm fearing anything.
Uh, okay,
Eh, let's
so
not talk
Nkrumah
about
looks
it.
dialed in. So looking at his face, he's dialed in. He's not. He's here to win it. He okay.
Baraji's in his blocks. He's in holding his head down. Let's see. They're off. Boaji gets an awesome start as usual. He's off. He's looking good. All right. He's slowing up now. He's in down cruising to a 10.37. All right. That's what we wanted to see. Great. Things are back on track, guys. Boaji has reset the clock and we're looking good. He had no challengers in this race. He moved away from them from the start, from the gun. He has a fantastic start, and he just kept going away until he shut down maybe 60 meters in and cruised across the line.
And TXT Track Time family, just to bring you up to date on Boash and Nkrumah from the days when he used to race as a 10-year-old down in St. Elizabeth. He was dubbed the fastest kid alive. We saw him go to Kingston College and was always there or thereabouts, but just not getting his race quite right. His start was always ridiculous, and we're seeing that great start here tonight in Heat 4. easily winning. One of the things that I had said, I've been saying for several years, is that when Boaja and Krumah figures out his top end speed, when he works on that last 30, 40 meters of his race, he will be unstoppable. Well, this season, this year, during boys and girls athletics championships, the character trials and the character games and character trials, we saw that from Boaja. We saw him working on the top end speed, the one thing that was missing from his race. And here is a fine example of that. Boaja and Krumah delivered in heat 4. This is, as Steve said, this is what we're sitting down here.
Yes, and it's a solid opening time as well in his heat. So he looks like
Rounded up to 10 3
he
8.
can get a PB hopefully in this championship. But again, not gonna put any commentators curse on our athletes. Let's just hope for the best.
Right, I believe his personal best could be 10 to 8. I will have to double check again. My numbers are wired in my mixed up in my mind. So we're moving on
I
to
can't think
heat.
of any numbers right now because I'm still in shock, unfortunately.
So we have Sanjay Davidson, St. Catherine High.
All right, guys, we're also going to be keeping you up to date with what's going on over at the US Championships. The women's 100 meters is also on the track. So we'll be telling you the results of each race or each heat. So, to keep you up to date because they're not really our strongest competition, but close to there as relates to the rest of the world. We still have Dina, we still have Talu, we still have quite a few athletes that are there, but as it relates to a powerhouse, definitely USA in the sprints. So we'll be keeping you up to date with that as well. When the heat runs, I'll just give you the stats after. All right, so Sanjay Davidson is in the blocks now. Head down. And they're off. Sanjay gets a good start. He's stepping high knees through, separated from the field, canters through the finish line, looking really good.
What's the time?
I didn't see it come up on the screen. 10:43. 10.43 for Sanjay Davidson, looking good as well. Yes, we are. Here, Bruce is on the screen saying we're just thankful that when the athletes cross healthy, and that's all we can hope for right now. Too much weird things are happening. So we're just happy that, they're cross healthy. Yeah, he is so tall. I'm telling you, once he makes that transition, I don't know where he's gonna go, but whether it's go try, I'm not for the pro route too soon. But if he goes to a college, I can just see. Oh, look at that! Look how beautiful he looks from front. Jeez.
I don't want to see Sanjay Davidson wasting his time at college. No offense.
So you want to see him go pro?
No offense. I mean, you can go to college and get a fine education. However, you can turn pro and still go to college and also get a fine education.
Oh, that's
I
true.
believe he is so talented. Again, I've said about Sanjay Davidson, once he starts taking, I'm not saying he's not taking track and field seriously, but you can see that of the top 5 youngsters on the boys' side in track.
It just takes longer for him to
meters.
unwind out of his longer frame.
And not only that, you can see that he's the most relaxed, not as dialed in as the others. Like they want it. So I'm saying when he wants it as much as a Boaja and Krumah, a Brian Lavelle, that's
All right, so let's give you some stats here, guys. We have Aaliyah Hobbs making it through in the first heat, 10:88. Tamara Clark, 10:94 in a personal best.
Wow, that's a massive personal best for Tamara Clark. Had she gone sub 11 before? I don't believe.
Yes, I think. Yes, I think so. I think she had a 10-9 something. I don't remember what it was. And then we have Maribeth St. Price also qualifying with a 10-9-9. Right now on the bubble is Javian Oliver, Destiny Barnett Smith,
Destiny Smith Barnett.
uh,
Wow.
Smith Barnett, sorry, and Makia Briscoe. Uh,
Wow. Makia Bristol.
oh,
Makia
sorry. There's
Bristol.
only two. There are only two bubble spots for the US each round. So only on the bubble so far right now is Javian Oliver and Destiny Smith Barnett with times of 11:02 and 11:22. So let's see.
Makai Bristol
Fantastic
looks
time
so
though
good
for
in
Aliyah
the indoor
Hobbs.
season. And Javian Oliver, as you know, was the US champion, I believe. Last year, once Sha'Carri got disqualified.
No. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she
She
was
would
the
have won
US
once she got
champion once
disqualified.
Shakira got disqualified. So, and she reached the semifinals at the Olympics.
Looking good.
Interesting
What?
stuff. But
All right,
I
so
have
guys,
been
nothing
watching,
is going on the track right now
right.
for the Jamaica section. So once that starts back, we will let you guys know. But Aliyah Hobbs, though, let's talk about that.
Anyway, back to the
Much
US
a
trials,
lot of
right? So,
pundits have her taking everything, and I think so. She has looked. She's undefeated this year. I think even in 60 as well. I don't think anyone beat her. She didn't go to obviously indoors championships, but at the same time looking
I watched
tough.
Alia recently in New York, I believe it was, where she finished first ahead of Shakiri.
Yeah.
And, Alia Hobbs has been there or thereabouts for a few
And
years.
something wrong. Okay, the men guys are there warming up, guys. Our big men are on the track warming up. We see Johan on screen looking fantastic. He actually looks a bit slim too. I don't know if it's the outfit, but he's looking a bit
Yes,
slim.
okay. Thanks,
But
Ariel Padilla. Ariel Padilla. I disagree. He looks quite bulky, Johan Blake. He doesn't look slim at all.
I don't know. Sometimes I look at him, he looks slim. Sometimes he looks thick. I'm not really sure. But anyway,
He looks
back
quite
to
bulky.
what's going on over the US. I think she was robbed last year where the false start. They gave her the false start and she didn't false start. And I was like, what? And that like threw her out completely.
Yeah, so when when she got back into the race, and she raced out of lane eight, one of those lesser lanes. It's just like she was already half out, and we're talking about
Oh,
Alia
I was
Hall.
wrong. Sorry. It's actually four fastest times after the top three. So there are four people on the bubble. The second heat is in, guys. Tonisha Tuere 10.92. Wow. Celera Barnes 11.02 and Tiana Daniels 11.05.
Where does Daniel's time measure up against the bubble
Oh, she
times?
qualifies in terms of
Okay, from
overall.
okay, top three.
They take top. Yeah, they take top
Okay.
three. But in terms of who has qualified so far, based on time, she would have the slowest time.
So track is to bring you up to date. The US trials are running concurrently with the Jamaican trials. So we're giving you blow by blow coverage of what is happening over there. The 100 meters prelims is on the track on the US side of things. On the Jamaican side of things, our 100 meter senior men, they're lining up their blocks. They're doing their block starts. They're getting ready to kick off the competition
And
in the
in
first
the
heat.
first heat is our fastest guy this season, the one that shocked us all.
Not
Run.
me. Oblique Seville. I'm
We
not
didn't
new
expect it.
either.
No, no, no. But we didn't expect it so soon. So it still came as a surprise.
Yeah, we recognize
We
that he would
expected the nine
progress.
eight, but not so fast. So I would say it was a surprise. Yes. So looking really fantastic. He's coming up in the first heat. I pray for a healthy finished race. That's all I hope for right now.
There's Jazeel Murphy there. I like when I like to see when the champs athletes excel.
Yeah.
And Jazeel has been working hard all these years, and I just want him to come into his own and produce something special. I'm not
Yeah, a lot of
expecting him to
the
make the
champ
team,
stars
but
didn't
just to
matriculate,
all
but
right. This race needs to get underway so that we can jump back over to the US trials and see what's on the track there. We're interested, it's interesting to see what type of times the US females will be posting and how that will measure up against the best sprint team in the world. And that, of course, is the Jamaican female sprint team.
What I find interesting though is I don't know, have they ever run the males heats before the females? Are they ending it with the females this time around? Because usually they end it with the men.
Okay,
They run them back to back.
right. So if we're speaking about from pure from an economics point of view,
Everybody
money
wants to see.
making
Yeah, I guess.
point of view, I can see them putting the males ahead of the females because the males are not pulling the crowd. Remember, back in the days of Usain Bolt, that's who persons were tuning in to see, and now it's all about the females. And trackies, I just want you to remember, you know that historically all major championships end with the 4x400 meters. During Usain Bolt's reign,
Yeah,
the World Athletics, the Olympics,
Olympics as
everybody
well.
switched things up and they ended with the 4x100 meters. That was how powerful Usain Bolt was. So I think on the Jamaican side of things, it is the same way. Jamaica is catching up. I mean, if you're trying to make some money here, you want persons to get involved in ad revenue or even like myself, pay per view. I am going to be interested in the most exciting races, and that is the female 100 meters. We lost T. I'm sure she will try to rejoin us when she can. We have the 100 meter males prelim
Sorry
on
about
the
that,
track.
guys.
Okay, the first round, the first heats.
They're on their marks. Let's see if I can try. First heat of 4. Looking easy, looking around. Yo, wow, 997, easy 997. Oh, wow. 998.
Okay,
They're
so
dead. The only
was
person, okay, guys, so Bruce said that persons are questioning his time. The only persons that are questioning it are the Americans. They did it with Bolt, and Bolt went to America and dusted Tyson Gay, breaking the world record, and they're doing it with Seville here. They're the only ones that are doubting us. We know he's the real deal.
and sub 10 in the first round.
Yes.
And Oblique Seville is now making a sub 10 his usual, like normal.
No, but
Sub
look
10
at
is,
the ease.
yes, especially in the first round. Fleet footed, just doing enough, and you can see him gearing down, cruising the last 20 meters. There is way more in the tank. Well, TXT Track Time has been saying this for some time. When
Yeah,
it
but
comes
you
to
can look at
Oblique
his
Seville,
face. Look at his face. You can tell he's easy.
yes, and the looseness of his jaw. He had time to look around, see where he was at in the race. Just look at that.
You know,
Nice
something
and
I
loose.
caught, I don't know if you caught it, something I caught at the end, like, you know, when you're trying to slow down, but you're not slowing down fast enough. And it's like he tried to purposefully slow down again some more, which was interesting. Guys, look out for a fast time from Oblique in
Like
the finals.
Oblique Seville's, his mind said stop running, but his feet were still
His
running.
feet were still going. And it's like he's saying to himself, wait, why are you still going? Stop.
I'm coming with great news, guys. Sha'Carri finished fifth in the 100 meters at the US Champions in 11:31. She didn't qualify for the semi. She's out. Okay,
my
Chakis.
God! I was watching Oblique. Wait. Let me jump over
Okay,
there and look.
Chakis. We took our eyes off the US trials for 2 seconds to
Oh
watch
my! And the most
to
jaw-dropping thing
watch
happens.
Oblique Seville lay down that awesome first round run, and I guess Sha'Carri didn't smoke any weed.
Oh my
No, I'm gonna get crucified for
God!
this, but I guess she didn't take the
Wait, I
yeah,
need to see it heat by heat because they're showing me. This is weird. How they're showing me right now the results. They pretty much piled up everything into one. Okay, let me go back to
okay,
her heat. I
so
can see it. Okay,
while you look for
Shakira
that,
shows in heat three, fifth. Oh my God, and it's 11:31, so she's not even close to like a bubble time at
no.
all.
So
I heard
why?
Ray. Funny enough, there's this channel that covers track and field. He does comedy as well. Ray's take, and I was listening to him, and he was saying something along the lines of, based on where they place them in the heat, Sha'Carri may pull out and not run. And I thought that was pretty strange. And I'm like, why would somebody that is coming to say, quote unquote win? Because remember that's been the talk.
I
Pull
live on
out.
road and Shakir is a clown. That's rather mean. What I will say is that, and what I've long said, guys from Shakira and that's on that 1075 in 2019, that unratified
It's
10
unratified.
1075, and I need to
See?
emphasize that unratified 1075 at the NCAA finals to win, and did not make the US team in 2019.
And Tiana Daniels made it, remember? And also, I think she made it to the
And
finals, if I'm not
uh,
mistaken, at the World Championships.
right, and while we're saying this, Tiana Daniels was also in the same NCAA finals in 2019 with Sha'Carri when she ran that unratified. Not us, blame World Athletics. They did not ratify that time. She was not tested on site, and thus her time was not ratified. And since then and now, Sha'Carri has never been able to make a US team. I cannot take her seriously.
And she's not making
Why
the
is she
200,
even a
guys.
conversation?
Let's just get this clear. She's not absolutely nowhere making that 200 meters team. As a matter of fact, I'll go on record now and say she's not going to enter. You know why she's not going to enter? Because she's not going to take the embarrassment, and then she's going to come up with some story to say, oh, blah, blah, blah. But let's not forget, Justin Gatlin
L
said she
Pro
was
Max
running 10
7,
threes
L Pro
in
Max
training.
729. Thanks for bringing
Okay,
us up to
let's jump
date.
back over. Johan Blake on the track, looking fantastic. Cruising now to the finish line. 991. Wow. Who said
Johan Blake,
Jamaica's
stand
track
up.
was
Wait, I have to
dead?
stand up for
Who
Johan Blake. Guys,
says
I'm
Jamaica's
just,
track was
guys,
dead? It ain't. It's not
go
dead.
Johan.
Blake 991. Okay. He's ready. 993. What?
Okay.
Listen. When has Johan run a 99 looking so easy?
Okay.
When last?
See, we spoke about Johan Blake last night, and one of the things that you said was that he has not gone sub 10 this season.
Yet, right?
Right. So now rounded up to 993. But I said that Johan Blake is battle strong, and I am not counting him out. Those were my last words on Johan Blake. I said I'm not counting him out, and there he's delivered. And this is the heats.
Okay, Marbelli Cole was in it as well. Let me see what his time was.
And I think there was in it. What's that long jump guy name? He was also in there. He finished fourth. Tajay Gale was in there. Looks like he finished
all right,
fourth.
this is my thing with Tajay. I think I don't know if it's been rushed. The process has been rushed or whatever. But ever since he started, I guess, taking the 100 meters seriously, I don't know if you noticed that his long jump has suffered somewhat. So I'm thinking, let's just go back and focus on the.
I'm looking at Johan's run just to see how much work he was putting in. Pretty little. He also stopped running somewhere around.
No, he ran harder. He
90.
definitely ran harder. He ran harder ran harder than Seville. But still, I don't care. It's good. It looks good to me because guess what? That's 3 sub 10 guys now. That's a solid relay team. Let's not forget. And now we have Akeem Blake on track.
Yes, Yanima Blake is back in business. Johan is back in business.
Maybe not back to being the second fastest man, but Still, he is back, guys. I'm excited. I'm happy. I was depressed earlier. The juniors, something was going on. I don't know, but I'm happy again.
Oh, Akeem Blake is coming up. Johan Blake's training partner.
Partner,
He's
yes.
on the screen.
Our other sub 10 guy. Let's see how he goes. The guys are firing.
Yes, Matt, we're so happy to see Johan representing well. And I did not count him out. Okay, guys, on TXT Track Time 2.0, we did do uh, what our predictions were, and we had Johan finishing third. However, we said he was.
I still have him third. Yeah, I still have him
third. However, we said that he was solid and he was definitely making the team.
No, well, I think I recall saying that Kemar Bailey Cole may come up for a strong fourth, but again, my issue with Kemar is that he hasn't really run more than one round, so I want to see him do multiple rounds. But he looked good coming in for a second place as well. So
and track is, we know this is just the heats, but we're excited over anything and everything.
It's been a few years, and we got spot because of Usain Bolt, Nesta Carter, Asafa Powell. Who am I missing? Johan as well, running these really fast times. So we've kind of been in a rut with the men. So we're excited. We really are.
Okay, so we're gonna look to see.
I think the female. I think whatever's going on the females for the
tonight. Yes, are we gonna get? I'm listening to the feed and I'm like, are we gonna get another sub 10? Or we're going to get a sub 10 from Akeem Blake in this race?
I think so. Wow. I'm just looking back at this whole US thing and seeing Sha'Carri way down in.
I have to wait until after Akeem runs.
Way down in 23rd place. I'm still in utter shock.
Okay, so I have to wait until Akeem runs before I can even go back to Sha'Carri Richardson.
Is this the same Sha'Carri that was running 10-3 in practice? Remind me.
And if you reflect on the video that I did, I said, Justin,
hold on, hold that thought. Gibberish. Hold that thought. They're in the blocks. Okay, they're standing up. You may say your thought again, Tom.
Yes. So as I said, when Justin Gatlin was sprouting the gibberish of, and remember last year, this was the same Justin Gatlin that said Sha'Carri was running 10-5 in practice. And then he upped the ante this year and said Sha'Carri
it's about making, it's a business for them, it's making money. It's about making money.
Right, and I said Justin Gatlin needs to stop sprouting gibberish from his mouth. It is what it is. I can
tell.
I can't believe that we're having Sha'Carri.
No, but not even making it though to the next. This is the heat, you know. Don't forget, this is not the semi, guys. This is the heat. Not making it through the heat.
The fishnet stockings were probably too tight.
Did she have them on? I
don't know. I'm just being mean.
Look here, I said too much bad things happening with our Jamaicans. I mean, I wish no bad for nobody.
No, I'm not wishing no bad on her. Sha'Carri was never an elite athlete.
Oh, who false started? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
As long as it's not Akeem. No disrespect.
Oh, okay. So that was an issue with the...
It's a faulty start?
Yeah, it's a faulty start. So there's like a setting on the gun, what Bruce is explaining. And there's a swim setting that makes that sound for when you press the gun, I guess, and not the gun sound that you usually hear from a pop. So they're gonna go back now and I guess redo it. Okay, guys, green card, faulty start, no issues.
This race needs to get underway. There have been too many issues in this race so far.
10-3 for 70 meters, almost 70 meters. Somebody actually said that, I heard it before, and I'm like, almost 70 meters. And somebody else said, which I found interesting, you don't run a full 100 meters in practice. So which 10 treat them at top boats?
Well, maybe if she was doing like a sprints for the 200 practice, she would have run 100 meter.
All right, they're
I
going back.
don't know.
They're off. Akeem Blake got a slow start. Okay, looks like he's struggling a bit. Ooh. Okay, tight finish. Whoa. 10 seconds flat. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
What
see if
I
they
think
round
happened
it
to
down.
Akeem, and it's fine. You know, this is what happens. You see what happened in with the faulty start. I think it threw him off. Yeah, and here they're saying it on the screen. Like, so these.
No, he expected to separate himself from the pack like his other, like the other major contenders. So Akeem looks a bit disappointed with his performance.
This was a blanket finish. I think this was a great race. I can't wait to see Michael come back, guys. Michael was on the crop stopper breakthrough a few years ago, and then met in an accident, and wow, it's a struggle coming back. So Conrad Jones takes it over Akeem Blake. Yep. 10 seconds flat to 10:01, and O'Shane Bailey 10:03. Yep. Looking good, guys. Our athletes are looking fantastic. And again, as I said, I think the faulty start affected him, but you have to go through these things. I'm glad he experienced it now so that he can reset his mind and refocus and come back stronger for the semifinal.
I also want to say that towards the end of the race, he was actually tying up. So while everybody was, well, some other athletes, their top end speed, like they were, like at least remaining consistent, he started to tie up a bit. So
because again, it's a down to execution under pressure. So these things will happen to you.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I hope Akeem Blake shakes it off and comes back in the semifinals, determined to put his best foot forward.
Yeah. I haven't seen Julian in a while. I want to see what's going on with Julian.
It could also be inexperience, just how he tied up in the last few meters of the race.
Yeah. I think the biggest news, oh my God, guys, if you're just joining our live, Sha'Carri Richardson did not make it through the heats in the US trials, finishing 23rd overall, not making it into the semifinals. Big shocker.
Big shocker for a lot of persons, not for me. Sha'Carri
not making it to the heat, not making it to the semifinal. Really, Tom? Really? You
had
her not making it to the semi?
You have to understand, when she ran that one-off race in New York or wherever else she went and ran, when she ran in Eugene, they would know not to test to see if she's, taking the marijuana to calm her down from whatever emotional distress she's currently going through. So,
okay. But again, remember, the USA girls are in and around 10.8, 10.9s, right? So we're not asking Sha'Carri to run a 10.7 here to win or whatever. We're saying get even maybe low 10.8s and you're fine.
But this is the US trials, T. Everybody gets tested.
Yeah.
So she would know that she would have to be in the best shape of her life. Okay, David says that we must stop wasting our time talking about Sha'Carri.
it's shocking bad, David. Me sorry, it's shock. We never expect. I didn't expect that.
Okay, on the track to take the conversation away from Sha'Carri for a second.
Let's see what Julian Fort can do.
We have Taekwondo Tracy, and we also
he won last year, guys.
And we also have Julian Fort, and you do remember that you were saying that Julian Fort showed promise at the start of the year, but then he faded, and Taekwondo Tracy should be the one to make it out of this round. ahead.
10-1-7. This is one of the slowest heats. I don't know why Bruce is laughing. Why is Bruce laughing? Okay.
Well, this heat didn't go as expected or predicted.
In terms of black favorites,
Yeah, this was the one that we didn't call. I believe we didn't call. Well, we didn't have Heslop at all. Goldson at all.
and this is what the trial does, though. It brings out the best in our athletes. So if somebody comes up and steps up to the plate and brings their best to the stage on this day, then that's what we take, and we have to push them forward as well. And he stepped up today.
And look at his run. Do you see his top end speed? I wonder if this. I wonder if
Yeah,
this kid runs the 200 meters because he finished very strong. That's like
very
similar to
strong. Yeah,
Sharika Jackson finish.
yeah. Hmm. And as you can see, he goes to GC Foster, so he's still managing school and track. So he looks like somebody fine for the future, because you can see that he's very rough. So there's a lot to improve on. Good
Yes,
athlete coming up here.
he starts for sure. But the way he came back into that race and dominated,
Mhm.
I'm going to make special. Elaine Thompson-Herah come through, Queen. You don't see Elaine on the screen.
No, no, my feet is behind yours.
Oh my gosh. Look at Elaine.
I see Brianna. Hey, youngie. Hey, young beautiful princess.
Trackies.
All right, guys, the big ladies are on the track. Before they get on, let me just jump over. Hear Bruce talking about it now. Let's see the men.
Brianna Williams. Woo!
All right, Chuckies, men have no time for the US trials right now. I'm just gonna stay with our women straight through.
Bruce is just getting caught up
Guess
to the
just getting the
SR
information.
person being eliminated.
Okay, so in the first heat, let's tell you the lineup here. In the first heat.
Veronica, let's run through the lineup for you really fast.
All right, so in the first heat, we have where the women here. Okay, so we have Shauna K. Peart, we have Kadisha Dallas, we have Shakura Wallace, we have Elaine Thompson in lane 4, we have Natasha Morrissey in lane 5, Kiara Grant in lane 6, Crystal Slowly in lane 7, and Brandy Hall in lane 8. So that is coming up in heat 1, guys. They're
So
going
in
to
heat
a
one
break.
track is look out for Elaine Thompson-Herah dominating. Keep your eyes out for Natasha
Shakira
Morrison,
Wallace.
Shakura Wallace, Brandy Hall. They will be trying to do what they can to make it out of heat 1. But Elaine
I don't think
Thompson-Herah,
Brandy Hall is up to the scratch of the other athletes, the senior athletes. I don't have her making it out, but you
that's
never
fourth
know.
place. That's fourth place. So, but look out for Elaine Thompson-Herah to dominate heat 1.
Yeah.
All the elite athletes are separated, guys. They will not see each other in the
In the
first
first
round.
round. And remember, the lanes are seated, so all the top athletes are in the fourth lane. In the fourth lane, so you find that Elaine, Shelly, Sharika,
Sharika.
and is that Kevona? Yeah, Kevona is in lane 4, right? But guys, we're excited. We're happy. The big girls are on the track. What
Guys,
do you think? What do you think Elaine is gonna do?
Elaine Thompson-Herah is on the screen. Oh, Natasha Morrison looks a bit slimmer. And I say this to say, just like toned and ready for competition.
Shelly looking like a queen sitting over there. Wow. Everybody looks good.
But look at Elaine Thompson here in her special Nike kit. That gold kit that only Olympic champions were given. TXT Track Time family.
I just want to say your feed is ahead of mine. So yeah.
T for the beginning of the whole thing. Your feed was ahead of mine. When you called the race, when you said they're in the blocks and they ran and they reach on the 10:17, my feed did not even start yet. Yet I just sucked it
Okay.
up.
I get what you're saying and all, but at the same time, this is the woman. Please don't spoil it for
I've
me.
been sucking it up all night, T. All night. Your feed was ahead of mine by at least 5 seconds. 10.
We have Varnica saying that Elaine may not show her hand. Yeah, I don't think she will show her hand. She doesn't. She never does, and she usually goes with the pack. So let's see what happens here in this first round. I'm not expecting anything fast. If you check previous heats, I think they're like 11, maybe 11, somewhere around 11-1 or 11-0, I'll say. But you never know. They might be feeling good and may
David,
want to bust something.
David, or bring up David's comment onto the screen. David, all the female athletes representing Jamaica are beautiful, and we find beauty in form and in talent, and just in execution and in commitment to this improving themselves as athletes and
As
improving,
individuals.
just
Yeah.
like putting Jamaica on the map. That is what we find beauty. That's how we define beauty, inner beauty and outer beauty as well. So we will venture to say that all our athletes are beauty. And in the world, the Jamaican athletes are the most beautiful athletes inside and out.
All right, guys, on the track, lane one. Kadisha Dallas in lane two. Oh, interesting. Sha'Carri Wallace in lane three.
Elaine Thompson-Herah. You see your feed past my notes.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing now?
Uh, Shakura.
Oh, you want to call the race then?
You can call Elaine now. It's just coming up on my screen.
Okay, well, here we have Kiara. Kiara looks a bit slim. Art looks a bit different. Was that
Not,
Kiara? I see the
not that
Clemson
looks
outfit and
ready.
I know she's at Clemson, but that doesn't look like Kiara.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know that Kiara was in this race. I did not recall that she was in the race with Elaine. Guys, you know
Yeah.
that we thought that Kiara would have a lot of promise this year, show a lot of promise this year. She hasn't raced a lot, so we're not certain how she will.
On their marks, guys. They're on their marks.
Kiara is currently doing her master's degree in chemistry or applied chemistry at Clemson University.
Some amazing thing. All right,
No,
guys.
we're not.
A hush at the start. Girls are getting done in their blocks. Set. They're off. Sent away. High knees midway through the waist, separating herself, cruising through the line. 11:02. Around what I expected from Elaine. Looking really strong, looking really easy. What I like though is her start. So I usually compare starts to obviously who is in the race with you, right? And Shakura is being trained at MVP.
Natasha Murray. Okay, so
One
Elaine
moment.
Thompson-Herah takes care of business, guys. Now, this is what a real champion looks like, not whatever is happening over there in the US. Shutting things down, winning in 11:06. But let's talk about Natasha Morrison for a second, running her season's best and rounding into form at the perfect time.
Yeah. But I wanted to talk about Elaine's start now. Elaine's start looked fantastic. Look at those high knees. Anybody that thinks Elaine is not ready to challenge Shelly is joking. She is ready. Look
I
at that
mean,
form. I mean, okay, Elaine always looks beautiful. Oh my god. Let's
oh
just say that.
my gosh.
She looks like a gazelle.
Yes. So these are the top three that we expected to advance. It's interesting
Right.
that that Natasha Morrison ran such a decent time. I mean,
Mhm.
of course, Natasha Morrison is capable. We just haven't seen her produce good times this season, but she's rounding into form when it matters for the
When it
championship.
matters. Up next is Shelly and Fraser Price. Guys, let's give you a rundown of who is in the heat. So in heat two, we have. Listen, I'm not about to try to pronounce this name and spoil this young woman's name. So I guess Najaya Hudspeth. Oh my gosh. Um, Tom, tell me how her name is pronounced, please.
The names haven't
Michelle
come up on
Harriet.
my screen as yet.
Michelle Harriet. We have in lane two, Michelle Harriet. We have Ramona Burchell in lane three. We have Shelley and Fraser Price in lane four. We have
Look
Brianna
at
Williams.
Elaine Thompson-Herah.
We have Brianna Williams
Woo!
in lane five. We have Dominic
Awesome run,
Clark in
Elaine.
lane six. We have Janelle Smith in lane seven. And we have Jodine Williams in lane eight.
Okay, sorry, I was rewatching Elaine's race. Fantastic run, and now I can tune in and get myself ready for Shelley and Fraser Price. Okay, where is Shelley and Fraser Price? Oh, there she's around there. Okay, guys. Brianna Williams running alongside Shelley and Fraser Price in this heat. Those are the two persons that we're expecting to see easily advance. That's an interesting name, Najaya Hoodspeth.
I don't know how it is. Check your chat. The private one. Oh no, bias to the woman them, sir. Ah, Yanni, we are female. We
Oh my
can't help
gosh.
it.
Whew. Shelley and Fraser Price is on our screen, guys. Brianna Williams.
Oh my gosh, Shelly looks awesome.
Yes, Raj. Brianna beside Shelley, that is definitely a good pull. That's the same thing that ran through my mind. But they both have excellent starts. So one way or the other, we expect to see Brianna hauling us out of the blocks.
Ten, 6, 9. Am I seeing things? Hold on a second.
Why are you surprised? Shelley's always our
In
best
the
in
heat?
Jamaica.
That means she's not going to turn up for the semi.
What did Brianna run?
It has to be a PB. It has to be a PB.
I hope Brianna didn't overstride, because she was
It
keeping
has to be a
pace with
PB.
Shelley for way
A-
too much of the race.
It has to be a PB. I'm waiting to see. Shelly's not running the semi.
Okay, Shelley, and you came and you did what you needed to do. Guys, Shelley and Fraser Price just ran 10.70 in the heats.
She kept going.
I need to see. Okay, Brianna Williams 10.98. Just
Equaling her personal
zero point
best.
zero 0.01 seconds off her personal best. So Brianna Williams dropped 10.98 behind Shelley and Fraser Price in Heat 2. So for all those that were saying that Brianna was not ready,
I'm looking at Shelly here in the seat.
my only concern for Brianna as she goes back, to get
It's
ready for the
recovery.
semifinals is that, she speaks, like Otto speaks to her about running her own race. So we can see how she was run out
Got
at
caught up
about,
in Shelly's in
yes,
Shelly's, yeah.
yes, around 90 meters she was spent. It was just the momentum that carried her across the finish line. And we saw what happened when Christine Boma tried to keep pace with Shelley and Fraser Price. She's down and out.
Wow.
Uh,
That's all I
so
have to say. Wow.
so Brianna Williams, she did run 10.98. Her personal best is 10.97. However, I did not like her form towards the end of the race. Momentum carried her across the last race. It seemed kind of out of control, if I must say.
I'm not gonna really nitpick right now because we know what happened when you get caught up in somebody else's race. We saw that happen with Boma. So again, this is just she can
Kavona is on
recover
the
from
screen.
this.
Right, Kavona is on the screen. Yes, Veronica will. We don't know
I'm
if
thinking
Shelley
she's
will
not
run
gonna
the
turn up.
semi.
I'm thinking she's not running it. There's no way she's running it
Right,
and she runs this like this. Unless she's gonna run up the unless guys, she's gonna be breaking that world record. I don't think she's running the semi.
right. There's no need for Shelley to run the semifinals unless, of course, it is part of her whole coaching strategy, her strategy that she has discussed with her coaches. So on the track, we have Sharika Jackson. Also in that heat is Kavona Davis. No,
Wow.
we have
Let me
Kemba.
just
Okay,
run
so it's
through. Let me
Kemba.
run through. Yeah, let me run through
Okay, so Kemba is in
the
this
list.
this heat.
All right. So in heat 3, we have um, Moody, we have Shanique Malcolm, we have Shamira Williams, we have Sharika Jackson, we have Kemba Nelson, we have Kashika Cameron, we have Joanne Reed, and we have, oh my God, Rui Najo. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, Yanni Max said from an uninformed tracker, Brianna has more to come. And yes, I agree that Brianna has more to come. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying that that race she kind of ran Shellyan's race for much of for that run. She is capable of going sub 10.98, of course, but she needs to focus on her lane and run her race. That is how she will push herself to run faster times. Look at Campbell.
I'm surprised seeing Joanne in the 100, actually.
And we just want to thank everybody who signed into this live today to watch the trials with us. Again, we can't bring the live stream. It is TVJ owns the broadcasting rights. You can go to One Spot Media and pay per view. You have the option to pay daily or for the whole 4-day package. It's $8.99 for 4 days, $4.99 per day.
And also, trackies, we have 40 of you in here. Seeing here that 44 were in here at one point. Just want to big you guys up. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Okay, Kemba looks like she's into that fourth spot. And I mean third spot. She, yep,
T, Sharika
yep,
Jackson walked that entire race.
yep,
What do you say?
yep, 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 yep,
She's
yep,
gonna
yep,
run
yep.
10-7 at least in the finals. She walks that entire race. She did just enough to keep Kemba at bay.
Sharika is ready, guys. She
And
is
in the
ready.
preview, I said Sharika is ready. Sharika Jackson is on fire. TXT Track Time family, we just witnessed Sharika Jackson walking
Look at
that
the ease.
entire
Oh
100
my
meters.
God.
She literally walked the entire, and remember, T, we spoke about Sharika Jackson's race awareness in previous races. This is
It's
what we were looking to see from
yes.
Sharika Jackson at the Olympics. She was quite cognizant of where the other competitors were.
She was
She
cognizant of
did
where
just
Kemba
enough.
was.
She did
Yes.
just enough walking to stay ahead. And I'm saying walking and not running because
Yep.
Sharika walked this race. She did just enough
Guys,
to
trackies, you heard
stay
it here first.
ahead.
Jamaica is getting
Okay,
one,
Easton, we're
two,
gonna tell you the
three.
time.
If it was ever
Hmm.
in doubt, it's not in doubt now. It's 1, 2, 3. I think her
So,
time was Sharika's time was 10:98. They didn't round it up or down, right?
so they have Kemba finishing ahead of Sharika, 10.98 for Kemba and 10.99 for Sharika.
Interesting. That didn't look like that on the.
It did not, but one way or the other, Sharika walked the whole race. And
All right. So what we're hearing is Veronica is that
okay, times,
Sharika.
please. The times,
Right. So
the official
yeah.
times that we're seeing thus far track is Kemba Nelson finishing in 10.98, Sharika Jackson 10.99. It looked to us like Sharika finished ahead of Kemba, but those are the times that we have now, the official times that are out. Sharika Jackson did walk most of the race. She did. She eased down. It was an easy run for her, a very
Easy
easy
run.
run. And kudos to Kemba for still showing some of that NCAA excellent form that she has been in the latter part of the season. We expect to see Kemba. In fact, we expect to see Kemba finishing the top 5 minimum at this competition.
Minimum.
And
I think Brianna has a challenge on her hands for that third spot. And by third spot, guys, remember Shelly is already qualified. So we're taking her out of the equation. Even if she goes to the final, she's already qualified.
right.
So 3 people, Elaine, Sharika, who else? And
And
Kemba right now looks like
we just saw Kemba and Brianna both run 10.98
and
based on the
Kemba looks
times that have
easier.
official times that have been posted. But I
Kemba's
must say
10.98
that
was easier.
Kemba's was more controlled. She did seem like she was trying
She had
hard,
more.
but it was more controlled.
Yes, she tried harder than Sharika, obviously, but as it relates to having more in the tank, she looks like she had more in the tank. I'm not so sure about Brianna right now.
I'm not saying that Brianna doesn't. I just said Brianna did not execute her own race, so that could be why she seemed spent towards the end of the race.
Well, we will know in the semifinal what is what because it's gonna be fire. All right, here we have Kevona coming up into this heat. So let's go run through who is in her heat. In heat 4, we have Grizel Scarlett. In heat 1, we have Leon Smith. In heat 2, in lane 2, sorry, we have Kevona Ashanti Moore in lane 3. We have Kevona Davis in lane 4. We have Natalia White in lane 5. We have Sasha Lee Forbes in lane 6. Christina Williams in lane 7 and Cheyenne Hyde in lane 8. Let's see what Kevona is gonna come with. Let's see.
We're looking out for Natalia White as well, who has been doing
Yep.
excellently this season.
Christina Williams looks really slim.
I almost didn't recognize her. Just
Christiania?
drop some weight, yes.
Yeah, she has dropped a lot. Not some, a lot. I don't know if it's maybe it's a screen. I'm not sure, but she looks really tiny. Come, Kevon, a good start, please. Okay, good start. Oh, it's a false start. That was a late gun. What happened?
Okay, let's drop some times in the comment section. Thus far, we have Shelly and Fraser Price 10-7-0. Oh my
Let's
god.
start from heat. Start from heat one.
Wow. That was- Okay, guys, so we have a late recall on the ST set on in that heat. So we're gonna see if we can get some times up for you. So in heat one, we had Elaine Thompson-Herah winning in a time of,
What was it? 11:02.
hang on a second, let me see if I can pull back my feed.
They
Yes,
don't have it
more
updating.
like 60 meters in for that false start.
Yeah, I don't know what happened
But
there.
I must tell you, Yanimak, in athletes are used to uh, running off like this. So something like this will just be like one of those practice sprints that they do just before the race. It shouldn't throw them off too
It's a
much.
false start. Who?
So who is
Whoa.
out?
I didn't see it. Let's see a replay.
All right, I'm waiting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she did. And she was twitching in the blocks and then she got up. Yeah, but yeah, it took long to call. And Kevona actually got a good enough start. That's what was interesting. I said this is what they have to do. They have to settle themselves,
But she wasn't the
refocus.
only person moving though. Lane 2 and 3 we seem to be
It's who
both of
does
them
it
seem to be
first, though.
moving.
It's who I guess it's who does it first.
Okay, so we have a false start. Track is
I definitely think the start of that. All right, so Shashali Forbes wins this heat, this final fourth heat in 11.2423 seconds. And then we have Natalia
um,
White finishing second.
Bruce James seems a bit stunned that Shashali Forbes won in 11.23. That's well within her capabilities. I'm
Well
not
within.
surprised. And in the NCAA finals, we didn't see Kevona
Final
delivering as.
semi-final.
Hmm?
No, I was correcting Bruce in my mind.
Right. And for Kevona, we did not see her deliver as what we expected her to in the 100 meters. And again, I believe that the 200 meters is
Let me give the
Kevona's strong
let me
point.
give the track is the timestamp. So we have Sasha Lee for 11:23, 11:37 is Natalia White and Kevona Davis 11:41. Wow, fantastic. All right, guys. So that pretty much rounds out what happened today. So
Okay, so the
all
first start was
stars.
Leonie Smith. I see Veronica Will is asking who was the false start. So that was Leonie Smith out of lane 2.
All right, so track is that was the last track event on the track, obviously, and everybody came out and looked awesome. We saw Shelly and Fraser dropping 10-7-0 in the heat, I'm thinking she won't turn up for the semi or the final, but let's see. Maybe she's planning to break the world record here. Don't know.
Sharika
But she looks
Jackson's time,
absolutely
and the
fantastic.
official time that we have for Sharika Jackson so far was 10:99, looking awesome. On today, Shelly and Fraser Price looked best of all. Sharika
Yes.
Jackson easily second best
Yeah, but
today.
remember, I always tell you guys that Elaine runs very deceptively. You can never gauge her based on how she looks in her first run because she always runs with what everybody else is capable of doing. So if you can't run faster than a certain time, she's not going to run faster than that either. So don't use that to guide to gauge Elaine. But the all three major girls, guys, they look fantastic. You can
Yes.
expect another one, two, three. There is nobody
And as
getting
far as the
in
lesser
between that
placings
one,
go,
two, three
and
as
as
the
far
World
as the lesser
Championship.
placings go, the persons that we expected to see finishing well have also finished
I've
well.
also finished
Uh,
well.
we have
Kemba
Kimber
Nelson,
Nelson running
10.98.
10:98.
We have
Brianna
Brianna Wilson,
Williams
also
10:98.
10.98. Yeah.
Kavona, she finished third and should move on. We also had Natalia White finishing strong, which she did. Sasha Lee Forbes, that time is not unexpected offer, and she won Heat 4 and advanced.
I think, and again, it goes back to what we saw in the heat with Akeem Blake. What happened at the start, because Kevona actually looked like she got a decent start in the first goal. What happens is that you have to resettle and collect yourself again now to go again. And I think it affected a few of the athletes. So let's see what happens in the second round. They all made it through. Who we thought would make it through, who we expected to make it through, did. So, guys, look out for the semi coming up tomorrow and finals, I guess maybe 2 hours apart. We will keep you updated on that as well. Look out for the videos on TXT Chat Time 2.0. Don't forget to go over TXT Chat Time 2.0 and subscribe as well, guys. But yeah,
Yes, David. If a madman was chasing Shelly and in halfway tree, she would run 10.30. I
I
believe.
think so. I think so. I think so. Shelly looked fantastic. They all looked fantastic in their own right. Everybody has their own running form. So don't look at how one athlete is running and have weird comparisons, guys. It's not a good thing to do. Gauge them based on what you know of them. So from that, they all looked good to me.
Yes, Namdi, these are new times that we're living in.
Yes, Shelly ran
10:07
10
is the
7 in
new
the heat.
norm for Shelly and Fraser Price. Expect to see times like that every single time she hits the track. We said the same about Elaine Thompson-Herah. Gone are the days when running
10 7
11
was
tour,
was the
11-1.
base.
Right. Gone are the days when 11 tour, 11-1 was what they would be running in the first round. Like, we expect to see great times. And again, tomorrow, T said tomorrow is the semifinals
And the
and the
finals.
finals for the female one and male, 100 and male. The males are also
All
running
all finals are tomorrow.
tomorrow. So, guys, tune in. We will have a watch party again tomorrow.
Yes, we will. Plus,
Okay.
we will be dropping a video after this. So we're gonna do another video and drop it after this as it relates to what we expect coming up tomorrow. So look out for that as well. But another big shocker coming out, guys. Sha'Carri Richardson dropped out of the heat in the US trials. That has to be the craziest thing that has happened all night. Even crazier than Shelly's 10-70 in the heat. I'm sorry. I expected her to make it to the finals. So anyway, our athletes are killing it. Some of our juniors, guys, a few of them, Javen Newby, Brian Lavelle, and uh,
DeAndre Daly.
DeAndre Daly, right? Those athletes, for one reason or another, either suffered a cramp,
Did
an
you see
injury,
DeAndre's
or
little
didn't
brother
start.
finishing winning?
Yeah.
There's talent in that family. I was happy to see that he stepped
No,
up
yeah,
and
he
won.
looked good from they were
Mhm.
doing Eastern
Mark
Western champs.
Anthony Daly. Mark, my eyes are on you.
Yeah, so guys, the juniors also looked good. A few of them unfortunately suffered cramps, injuries, or didn't start. We don't know what's going on with that. We'll wait for more information. Veronica, what are you asking? What
I
for?
think she heard us mention that the juniors were out. So yes, on the juniors
Oh, so yes, let's rephrase. Let's repeat that.
side,
So Javen Newby pulled up with what appeared to be a cramp. So to DeAndre Daly, maybe a cramp or an injury, and Brian Lavelle did not start. So we do not know what's happening there. We'll Once we get the updates, of course, we will provide them with to you guys to let you know what's going on. But that would be the biggest shockers coming out of the junior section. But
so our top three juniors
are out.
essentially
Yeah.
are out.
Oh, you're asking about Sha'Carri. Yes, Veronica, Sha'Carri never make it. No, so you
Oh,
can.
oh, Sha'Carri finished.
If you get third down the list
She
of
finished fifth
entrants.
in her heat in a time of 11.31. 20
Yeah.
was it 23rd or 28th
23rd,
overall?
23rd, 23rd, I
23rd
think.
overall at the US trials. So Shakira
Ah.
is out, but then I didn't expect anything else.
Let me
So
jump back over.
it's not
Oh,
shocking to me.
let's give you guys the updates as it relates to the men qualifying over there at the US trials. We have Fred Curley running a personal best and world lead 983.
Stand
We
up,
have
Fred Curly.
we have Cravant. That's not a name I'm really familiar with.
No, of course.
Charleston running. No,
What's his
not
name? No, Craven Gillespie.
no, not him.
Gillespie.
Somebody named Cravant or Cravant, Charleston. I'm not really
Oh,
familiar with that name. He ran 10:07. We have Christian Coleman 10:08. We have Marvin Bracy also making it. All right, let me give it to you by the heat so that it makes more sense. In heat one, Trayvon Brumel won in 10:10. Sorry. Kyrie King finishing second in 10:17, and Dondre Swint in 10.32. In Heat 2 now, we had Fred Curley winning that in 9.83, as we said, a new personal best and a world leading time. The Cravon Charleston finishing in 10.07, and I'm not sure who is this, Garcia in 10.12. And Christopher Velcher also got the fastest finisher spot in that race, running 10.19. Moving on to Heat 3, we had Christian Coleman winning in 10.08. Marvin Grace is second in 10.09. Very close race. Elijah Hall, third in 10.09. So that was a blanket finish across the line for all those three guys. Kendall Williams was fourth, also getting a fastest qualifying spot in 10.18. Moving on to the fourth and final heat, we had Brandon Cranes winning in 10.10 in 10:10. Also a very close race. Kenny Bernerick in 10:10, Micah Williams 10:11. So that was also a blanket finish across the line there. And the other two fastest finishers came from that race, with Lawrence Johnson qualifying with 10.23 and Isaiah Young with 10.25. So the standout name right there would be Fred Curley, looking absolutely fantastic. But everything else is, within expectation.
Micah Williams is that the junior from Oregon? Are they right from NCAA? The name sounds familiar.
Yes, he's the one from Aragon, or what was expected to win, and somehow we don't know what happened with him in that
Mhm.
race. Everything just went left. But yeah, coming to the US, but he did do well last year at the US Championship. So coming again and looking like he will do well. So he's looking good again for the female side over there. The US, we have Aliyah Hobbs looking really dominant. Again, we said Sha'Carri did not make it. We have a few of our training partners making it. That would be Pigtails. What's her name? TT Terry.
Alicia Terry.
Right. A few of them making it through looking strong. So
Tamara Clark, who was actually from that same 2019, 2020 pool, 2019 pool, finally coming
mhm,
into her own, running a good time
mhm,
in her heats and advancing.
mhm. So
Tiana Daniels advancing, some of the usual names.
what I will say is that there's no US female athlete that will challenge um any of our women. As I said, I do expect one, two, three, and maybe we can sneak a fourth into the final. So let's see
Okay.
what happens there.
And can we make this section go viral? Please stop telling us, US fans, US track fans, please stop telling us that, oh, if Sha'Carri was at the World Championships,
No,
he would have
sir.
like
I'm
he
telling
would
it
have
all over
taken on
social media right now.
the Jamaicans. Oh, if Sha'Carri this or Sha'Carri that, Sha'Carri who?
Thank you guys for turning out and turning up. We really appreciate the turn out. We didn't know we would have so many people in here, and we did. So we're really happy that you stick and stayed with us. Veronica says she go put on a pot of tea, make some for me too, because my belly is grumbling over here.
I have soup downstairs. I'm dying to go down and have my
I'm
dinner.
dying to eat my dinner, but we have other business to take care of. As I said, we want to give you guys a little wrap-up video that you can enjoy, and that will be over, as we said, at TXT Chat Time 2.0. I placed it in the chat, guys. It's a pinned comment. Look, and please head over there and subscribe. We're trying to rebuild TXT Track Time 2, the one that we're on right now. YouTube is currently having it on lockdown. We're shadow banned right now. That's why some of you are not seeing our videos. So we decided to grow TXT Track Time 2.0, help us get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can be monetized and get back on this train. It takes a lot to create this content. And it would be great if you can support us in that way. And guys, it's free. So don't forget to smash that like button as well on the stream. We would really appreciate it. I think we're just going to wrap it up here, Tom, and then do the rest in a video that we can put up for everybody to see. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. It's our first time going live. We had no idea how it would go. I was laughing earlier at the beginning of the stream when I said that I wonder if I tried to call a race, I would sound like, do you guys remember at one of the Carifta games in one of the islands? I don't know which one. Don't remember which one. They were saying, the commentator was like, and they're off, and Blake. So I thought that's how I would sound, because I'm like, listen, I've never tried to call a race, but surprisingly, it didn't sound that bad. So I'll be developing that, and you can look for bigger and better things from us and continue to support us. So we really do appreciate it. So we'll be ending the stream here. Tom, what do you have to say?
Trackies who are lovers of track and field, and we're here for you.
Veronica says, all right, let's take Veronica's last comment here. Veronica says, Hobbs may slice into that 1, 2, 3. Nah. I'm sorry. Unless you're expecting to Sharika, look, who are you expecting her to take out? Let me ask you that, Veronica. Who are you expecting her to take out? Answer that, and then we'll answer.
Nobody.
Answer that. Answer that part, and then we'll answer
watching
you. Because I can't Sharika will just see tonight, and I know Elaine, so I don't know, and I definitely know Shelly. So it's who?
And we don't doubt Alia Hobbs' capabilities.
No, but
we've been watching, right? And we've been watching her for years.
They're in a different class.
Right, but she's just not in the same class.
They're not in the same class as a Shelly, Elaine, or a Sharika. Point blank, period.
Right.
What Americans say, period.
You have the upperclassmen and the underclassmen. Think that. Underclassman.
All right. Veronica says she retracts her comment. Please do, because it can't be the Sharika we saw tonight. Man, she looked like, oh my God. Who is this weird thing person? I need to figure out how to add. What's the thing what you call? Anybody that wants to, next time we do a stream, anybody that you wants to be our mod, let us know. And next time we do a stream, we'll just have you guys as mods. I'm trying to block them, but they're saying an error happened on my end. Can you block it on your end?
I blocked all of them.
Oh, I'm still seeing one pop up. I don't know why. Maybe it's just on my end alone. All right. So guys, we're going to end it here for real. And because we're dying, we're hungry, and we have another video to do and wrap up. So thank you so much again for joining. Tom, what do you have to say?
Again, this is what we do. We're fresh from work, and we're right here on this on the screen bringing you track. It's what we do. It's what we love.
It's what we're
here to bring you more and more track.
And we appreciate it, as we said. Right now, I'm looking like I'm turning into shiny, chinky eye, like you can't see my eyes anymore, interestingly. But anyway, I'm just going to have to do this for the video. Anyway, guys, thanks again. We'll catch you tomorrow. Join us. I will post the video. I'll be streaming from, or we'll be streaming from TXC Track Time tomorrow as well. We will put up the stream about a few hours before it's the event starts, so look out for that. And just come on and join us and have a few laughs with us. We enjoy commentary and a few giggles here and there. We're not boring, so just come on over and enjoy the sport with us. We're all watching and we all enjoy track and field, so let's enjoy it together. Peace out. Again, I'm T.
And I'm Tam. We'll catch you in another one.
Take care.